Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Drich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, Drich.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Drich Show. This is Drich and today is February 18th, 2021. How's everybody doing this Thursday? I hope everybody is well, in good spirits, energized, ready to get through this day, tackle it head on and get some things accomplished wherever you are in the country, in the United States, across the globe. Just want to welcome you guys to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. For those who consistently tune into the channel, I appreciate it. Again, hit the like button, the subscribe button, as well as that notification bell. But anyway, guys, I wanted to go ahead and follow up just real quickly before we get into today's video about these crises that are happening across the globe, whether it be blackouts, whether it be storms, snow, where there's no electricity, things like that. Water breaks or water leakages, things like that, floods. You never know what might hit you wherever you are. But what I wanted to follow up on is the ability to prepare in advance. And I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about another thing that you should prepare as these things approach, if they approach. What I like to do is make sure that I have like a backpack full of, items, whether it be, medical supplies, a small portion of medical supplies, those blankets, those heat blankets, things like that. Those items are necessary to have like in a backpack. But what is most important is that you want to have your social security cards, your IDs, your birth certificates. If it's you, the individual, then it would be much easier. But if you have a family, you want to make sure that they you tackle all of that and get everything prepared so nothing is lost, because you can't move forward without those things. It would become a headache, a nightmare, more so than just losing anything else. It's unfortunate, and I pray for individuals who have to suffer those type of things because of whatever reasons are behind it. That goes for your ledgers, your Trezors, your LE-Pals, or your hard wallets. You want to make sure you have your 24 keys, your words, your passwords, whether you put it in a Ziploc and keep it sealed, or you put it in a fireproof safe that you can easily transport with you, just in case you need to get up and move out of your predicament. So I just want to go ahead and touch on that so that you guys are thinking about some of those things just in case. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump up into this coin market cap, because Bitcoin's dominant is down to 60.9%, which is good. If we could get 5 more percent, 6 more percent, we'll be in good shape for other altcoins. Bitcoin right now trading at $51,998. Ethereum $1,920, which is moving up, which is getting very, very impressive. And number 4, look at that. Binance Coin, BNB, $198, up 34% in the last 24 hours. And it looks like it's not going to stop. Very mightily impressed. If it could come back down just a touch, retrace, I might have to pick up a couple of those, because look at that straight line going way up. So I'm mightily impressed with Binance Coin. You got Cardano here at 91 cents, Polkadot $31.32. XRP got bumped all the way to number 7. As these other altcoins are pushing on up, pushing through, they want some recognition as well. And anyway, XRP is at 53 cents. Guys, no worries. We don't fret. We don't frown. We don't get concerned that XRP is getting pushed out of the top 10, okay, or even out of the top 5. We don't know if it's going to be pushed out of the top 10, but yet we want other projects to get market share as well, because then it legitimizes the total space. So anyway, hold on to your seatbelts for you people who are laughing at XRP moving out of the top 5. Okay, I'll let you go ahead and do that, because anyway, it will be probably the number 1 cryptocurrency or digital asset in the space here in the near future. So prepare to have your face melted. Anyway, Litecoin $226, and those two right here are red, as you can see. Chainlink $32, 33 cents, and Bitcoin Cash running out the top 10 at $703. And as always, Stellar sitting at the number 11 spot. So you know what? At the end of the day, you got two beasts ready to be unleashed at 49 cents right there, almost 50 cents. No worries. Okay, Dogecoin, yes, it does appear that it's going down. But if you don't appreciate the 500% gains, then you surely don't deserve it. If you're getting upset over 27% negative after you've made all of those gains, like myself. So I'm not worried about it. You shouldn't worry about it either. It's just the market, the way it works, and how it has to correct. And if you are a dollar cost averager, you need to go ahead and continue to do so that you can, build your stacks. Anyway, we're going to look at the market a little bit as we prepare to take off or take flight. You got some very good projects here. You see all of these right here in a row, 21, 22, all the way to 27. I do hold those in my portfolio. 29 there. I think I had Luna at one time, and again, I've made a mistake by getting rid of it early. And so those are some of the mistakes that I make that I want to pass on to you as my audience, so that you don't make the same ones. Okay, so the market is looking pretty green. You could pretty much make some loot if you want to. Pancake Swap, I mean, come on, guys. These guys are just making up names and making money. So anyway, this is why I don't like to call coins shit coins, because if it's making other people money, I'm happy for them. So anyway, guys, we're going to move right on into the topic of the show today, which William David, asked, what the fuck is Bitcoin, or what WTF, sorry for the foul language. And that was a very good question, because I've been on Bitcoin, BNT for a while. Okay. And my response was it was a decentralized token for cross-chain exchanges of other tokens. Could I also consider it as a supranational currency? And I have this in my portfolio since 0.09. And I have other tokens to put people on. Go ahead and give David a follow. He's a very intellectual guy. He uses his brain a lot, and he comes up with these ideas that are like, whoa. So go ahead and give him a follow. But David, that was a very good question, and I'm going to answer some of those questions today. He also has a YouTube channel right here, as you can see. Go ahead and subscribe to him as well to get some of the things, because he's about that pack and that loom, which is very interesting project as well. Anyway, Bancor. We're going to get into the Bancor coin, and I'm going to talk to you guys about it. Bancor, the cryptocurrency. Bancor protocol is the standard for decentralized exchanges networks used to allow for the automated conversion of cryptocurrency tokens into other tokens, including across blockchains, without the need to an order book or counterparty to facilitate the exchange. Bancor invented the world's first blockchain-based automated liquidity pool, or automated market maker, called a smart token, a digital currency with an embedded converter smart contract that allows it to be issued or exchanged automatically for any token in its network. Bancor network consists of all the different tokens utilizing the Bancor protocol and connected through BNT, the Bancor Network token, which serves as the hub token for the network through which any token can be converted into any other token. We'll go over the brief history here. The Bancor protocol white paper was first introduced on February 13, 2017 by founders Galia Benartzi, Guy Benartzi, Ayal Herzog, and Yudi Levi. Bancor's network is registered in Switzerland. The company takes its name from John Maynard Keyes' currency conception called the International Clearing Union, which proposed a supranational currency referred to as Bancor, an idea to develop the system of international trade in the 1940s. Bancor began with the creation of smart tokens, also called automated liquidity pools, decentralized liquidity pools, or bonding curves, which can hold one or more tokens or digital assets in reserve directly via their blockchain-based smart contract. Bancor raised 396,712 Ether, worth approximately $153 million at that time, on June 12, 2017, by selling its own digital token during its ICO, initial coin offering, or TGE, the generation event, within the span of 3 hours. BNT is an ERC20 token, which runs on the Ethereum blockchain, meaning the token cannot be mined. However, it can be exchanged with other ERC20 tokens and other tokens on the other blockchains via traditional secondary markets, other decentralized exchanges, or automatically being via Bancor X, Bancor's own cross-blockchain liquidity network. Tim Draper was an early contributor to the project. On April 13, 2018, Bancor launched a non-custodial cryptocurrency wallet that converts between tokens in the Bancor network instantly. In June 2018, Bancor launched a pilot project in Kenya to enable blockchain-based community currencies. The digital community currencies work on an open source system called the POA network, a sidechain of Ethereum that Bancor used to facilitate low transaction costs in instances of community currencies. The transactions that take place on POA are verified by a group of licensed notary publics in the U.S. who earn a fixed commission for maintaining the network. Each of the community currency trades are recorded on their own subnetwork, then grouped together and submitted to the main POA network to reduce transaction fees. In August 2019, Bancor added a community staking mechanism allowing users on both its Ethereum and EOS blockchains to add liquidity to any Bancor liquidity pool and receive a portion of trading fees pro rata. From its inception through 2019, the Bancor network has processed more than 1.5 billion in cryptocurrency trades. Alright, so you can read what the hacks and criticism are, and I'll go over the foundation real quick, and then we'll get into the next Wikipedia article. The Bancor Foundation, which offers grants and technical support to developers and organizations building applications using the Bancor protocol, was originally chaired by monetary scholar Bernard Lietaer, who served as its chief monetary officer from its inception in June 2017 until his passing in February 2019. In July 2019, the Bancor Foundation commemorated the 75th anniversary of the Bretton Woods Conference, where the original Bancor currency concept was proposed, by hosting an event at the Mount Washington Hotel in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, the original location of the 1944 conference. The event was keynoted by former Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers, Dr. Ben Steele, author of The Battle of the Bretton Woods, Gillum Tett, U.S. Managing Editor of the Financial Times, and others. So, guys, I mean, BNT. That's BNT for you, okay? And I want to go to this and talk to you guys, because this is piggybacking on what we just talked about, John Maynard Keynes. The Bancor was a supranational currency that John Maynard Keynes of Shoemaker conceptualized in the years 1940, between 1940 and 1942, which the United Kingdom proposed to introduce after World War II. The name was inspired by the French bank, or bank gold. This newly created supranational currency would then be used in international trades as a unit of account within a multilateral clearing system, the International Clearing Union, which would also have to be founded. So these guys have been working on such items, cryptocurrencies, ideas, for a long time. Okay, but anyway, I'll go ahead and read a little bit more. Bancor would not be an international currency. It would rather be a unit of account used to track international flows of assets and liabilities, which would be conducted through the International Clearing Union. Gold could be exchanged for Bancors, but Bancors could not be exchanged for gold. Individuals could not hold or trade in Bancor. All international trade would be valued and cleared in Bancor. Surplus countries with excess Bancor assets and deficit countries with excess Bancor liabilities would both be charged to provide symmetrical incentives on them to take action to restore balanced trade. Okay, so these are some things that I want to go over. This is this proposed revival. Since the outbreak of the financial crisis in 2018, Keynes' proposal have been revived in a speech delivered in March 2019 entitled Reform the International Monetary System. Zhu, I don't want to even say the name, the governor of People's Bank of China, called Keynes' Bancor approach farsighted and proposed the adoption of International Monetary Fund special drawing rights as a global reserve currency as a response to the financial crisis of 2007 through 2010. He argued that a national currency was unsuitable as a global reserve currency because of the Triffin dilemma, the difficulty faced by reserve currency issuers in trying to simultaneously achieve their domestic monetary policy goals and meet other countries' demand for reserve currency. A similar analysis can be found in the report of the United Nations experts on reforms of the international monetary and financial system, as well as in the IMF study published on April 13, 2010. So guys, we're going deeper into the monetary policies, going deeper into some of the things that occurred way before any of this had happened. These crises are, when there were crises, people already had the idea of trying to get out of, this system that we're currently in. And we're going to go over the Triffin dilemma just real quick. The Triffin dilemma, or Triffin paradox, is a conflict of economic interest that arises between short-term domestic and long-term international objectives for countries whose currencies serve as a global reserve currency. This dilemma was identified in the 60s by Belgian-American economist Robert Triffin, who pointed out that the country whose currency being the global reserve currency foreign nations wish to hold must be willing to supply the world with an extra supply of its currency to fulfill the world demand for these foreign exchanges reserves, thus leading to a trade deficit. The use of national currency, such as the US dollar, as global reserve currency leads to tension between its national and global monetary policy. This is reflected in fundamental imbalances in the balance of payments, specifically the current account, as some goals require an outflow of dollars from the United States while others require an overall inflow. Okay. Specifically, the Triffin dilemma is usually cited to articulate the problems with the role of the U.S. dollar as the reserve currency under the Bretton Woods system. John Maynard Keynes again had anticipated this difficulty and had advocated the use of the global reserve currency called Bancor. Currently, the IMF's SDRs are the closest thing to the proposed Bancor but they have not been adopted widely enough to replace the dollar as the global reserve currency. In the wake of the financial crisis of 2007-2008, the governor of People's Bank China explicitly named the reserve currency status of the US dollar as a contributing factor to global savings and investment imbalances that lead to the crisis. As such, the Triffin dilemma is related to the global savings glut hypothesis because the dollar reserve currency role exacerbates the U.S. current account deficit to the heightened demand for dollars. So here we go. It's talking about it, as far as the dominance of the U.S. dollar and the dependability on that. I'll let you guys continue to read on about the onset during Bretton Woods era, the balance of payments dilemma, the Nixon shock, and things like that. So there's a whole bunch of things that we need to continue to look at, okay, in regards to different type of currencies. I'm not saying Bancor token or the Bancor cryptocurrency is this, but sometimes when I read things, I just kind of say, you know what, it kind of makes sense that they would have a Bancor token. And when I got into Bancor, like I said, at 9 cents, it was just something that registered with me. So by me covering it, thank you, David, for allowing me to cover some of this stuff. The rest is up to the listeners here on the channel to do your research, to come to your own conclusions, use discernment. Again, this is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. I just do my due diligence when it comes to trying to connect dots and use certain languages that were used then and try to apply them to now and see if it actually fits a narrative that would allow me to make an investment. And I made the investment with Bancor. So for those who have listened, there has been a couple people asking me if it was a good trade, and they reaped the benefits if they stayed in. Anyway, we're going to talk about Polymath real quick before we end the show. It's a security token, and then Polymath provides technology to create, issue, and manage digital securities on the blockchain. Now, Polymath is a secret, not a secret, or it's a hidden gem, just like Bancor is a hidden gem. Most people don't sift through the coins that are available because they're either maximalist or tribal when it comes to tokens. I'm no longer tribal. I'm no longer a maximalist. I've been able to get out of the tunnel vision idea narrative where you buy one token and you focus on it because it has the utility without looking at anything else. I don't want to teach that. I don't want to share that type of mentality because at the end of the day, I believe that there's multiple tokens that will have an impact, like Polymath and like Bancor, that will help net revenue. Okay, and Polymath is also the tokenization of real estate if you haven't done any research on it. So this is a token that I want to share with my subscribers and my listeners, so that you could go out there and it paid off last night. So this is why I'm talking about it. Polymath is leading the security token revolution. Over 200 tokens have been deployed using our Ethereum-based solution, and we are now in the midst of launching Polymesh, an institutional-grade blockchain built specifically for regulated assets. Powered solutions. They are powered by Polymath, solutions spanning the securities networks. So you could go over here. You got the white label. You got issuers, service providers. Issues with Polymath. Token Studios is a self-service application that allows users to create, issue, and manage security tokens through a simple, intuitive interface. Like any piece of tech, it relies on the user to set the terms and rules that need to be enforced. Polymath doesn't provide any guidance or services around the issuing, buying, or selling of securities. And this is the CEO and founder. I'll go over something he said. We researched the globe and selected Polymath to be our tokenization platform because the people are great and know what they are doing. From our first blockchain conference, the team was extremely helpful in breaking down the process to me in a simple way without the technical jargon you often find in blockchain. We still remain with Polymath because their innovation continues to grow with our needs. It's awesome that I can spend my time on business development, knowing Polymath is focused on building the next level technology relevant to our success. And this is the CTO. Participating in Polymath testnet has been a smooth experience. We have run an operator node as a custodian and have found the integration in our standard blockchain environment straightforward. The institutional focus of the blockchain is apparent from the enterprise features included with provided build documentation. Features such as external and internal blockchain nodes providing a DMZ are part of the standard deployment model and do not have to be engineered from scratch. Features with no failover are likewise already engineered. We look forward to ongoing involvement with the promising approach to resolving institutional challenges with security tokens on public blockchains. So guys, I know that, I'm talking about a security token. They are a registered security token. They are transparent about what they are. So there's not going to be some lawsuit coming after them. Okay. We know that Ripple is, or XRP is not a security token neither. But these are some ideas that I wanted to throw your way so that you can kind of get outside of the norm, build your portfolio, make sure that you expand your knowledge base as well. I want to help others expand it when it comes to cryptocurrencies because I'm invested in multiple cryptocurrencies. If you've listened to me, I'm invested in over 30 different cryptocurrencies, not because, I want to sell myself thin. I want to make sure that I spread the board. It's kind of like playing craps in Vegas. You got to spread the board in order to reap the benefit. Now, if you're only on one number, two numbers, or you're on the pay line or whatever, you're only going to get whatever hits. And if it hits, great. If it doesn't, then that's it. You just lose that. But I'd rather get more bang for my buck. So anyway, driving an efficient capital markets, we relentlessly focus on the technological backbone for security tokens, whether configuring tokens using the Polymath Token Studio or integrating our broker-dealer toolkit into your offering. Polymath's technology brings efficiency and transparency to security token management. Open source, standardized, modular, automated, and end-to-end, and then coming soon is purpose-built. So guys, I'll go ahead and leave some of this in there for you. You got these Bloomberg, Cointelegraph, TechCrunch, Forbes, different, legitimate names attached to this token. So you go ahead and do your own research. You got the white paper, all of this stuff here. You got resources, things like that for you. You got the about, okay? So do your own research. I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I just really appreciate you guys being good listeners because, you can hear a person, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're listening to that person. And I appreciate all of you guys listening. Hopefully, you reap some of the benefits just by taking, the first step and getting some of these into your portfolio. You could buy Bancor on Bitrue. You can also get it on Coinbase and Polymath. I get my Polymath off of Bitrue and send it over to my ledger and hold it there. So actually both of them are on your ledger under the Ethereum umbrella, which is a huge network. But anyway, guys, I just want to thank you guys all again for tuning in to today's show and other shows that I produce. And I appreciate you guys hitting that like button, the subscribe button. If you don't mind, please share the video with your followers as well if you think that they'll like what you hear today to get other news. Anyway, guys, God bless, take care, and as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.